All right, this is what if Deku was an MMA fighter. Part do I was about to say Duno. Dos. I don't know Spanish. Fuck you. So, as I left off was Deku putting fucking Bakugo in the Kimura, obviously. Yeah, I know that's where I left off actually. So I pause. Well, now I officially remember. Yeah, Deku put him in. Well, I forget what that submission is. It's an armbar. I remember it now. Arm bars everywhere. So yeah, I never get on to like the full day, so let's continue. Let's start this shit. And hmm, actually I don't remember what the ship was, but it won't work on this episode because this one will be short. I posted one video and post this one right after. This one is going into the arc, so I think maybe two arcs? Question mark? No, one because I know how I'm gonna do this. So as we know, um, the first day comes. Well, actually two arcs technically because it's that one and that one. So this is yeah. Actually, the first day goes like it's planned. It's the second day actually. So when they come back the second day, as all basically tells you them to get up, boot up, and head outside. Deku is already outside pretty much. I mean, no, he's not already outside. He basically walks to the locker room, gets changed into his shit, and if you want to know how people react, same as in canon. Kirishima, where's the name? Yeah, Kirishima. It's mainly Kirishima who actually said something about his body. You're like, bro, how your body look like that? I mean, he was like what? And then gave him like the gay look, like, are you fucking gay? And Kirishima was like, no, I'm not like that. Well, I'm just saying, how'd you get your body like that? Deku says, martial arts. I train constantly, so my body will like look like this naturally. And Kirishima was like, okay, what did you do? And he gives him like a long ass list. It's called mixed martial arts for a reason. So he gives him like a list of things, and he says that's what I did for since I was young, actually, around like six, yeah, six actually. And Kirishima was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. You're black belts in this shit, and he's like, yeah. He was like, no wonder you put the fucking Iida in an armbar. That shit is fucking crazy. So yeah, it goes to they go to the field, and it's time for the test now. Because Baku, no, actually, wasn't it Baku or Deku? Huh. I think it was Deku who scored the highest, so Deku gets to throw the ball. So he's uh, um So, Aizawa tells Deku to throw the ball without his quirk. He's like, okay, throws it. And he gets like about two times the average person. And Aizawa was surprised. He said, without your quirk. He says, that was without my quirk. And Aizawa says, okay, prove it. Do it with your quirk now. Deku launches that fucking ball. It's in the ocean. That ball is in the ocean. He didn't throw it in space. He threw that bitch in the ocean. And Aizawa was just sitting here like, huh, he really wasn't using his quirk. Well, beat that. And no one does, besides Ochako, because she got Infinity. Which makes sense because, gravity quirk. If she didn't get Infinity, there's a problem there. So, how it goes is, Deku gets first in everything. Well, not everything, because Venetta's cheating ass. Use some freaking balls and bounce back and forth like he was a spring in Sonic. So he got first in everything except for agility. Except for these three: agility, speed, and oh yeah, ability, speed, and strength. Because strength he got cheated because actually all three he got cheated because Iida is fast as fuck. No, actually, isn't Deku faster than Iida? If I'm not mistaken, I think he is. I think he actually got first in that. I don't know. I gotta check. I'm not really that good and I'm not like a fucking anime like I'm not one of them anime freaking reacts people who basically gets the English motherfucker statistics of how fast people are going, how it compares to other people. Basically, I'm not Death Battle. That doesn't fool bar matches. But anyway, yeah, let's continue. So after this, everyone goes home. Deku gets like a high grade, and his mom he goes home to his mom. His mom asks, "How was school today? You came home early." He was like, "It was pretty good. We did a test today, and in like strength and basically we did like a fitness test. And he said I did pretty well today. Actually, I actually got first in many things, except for like two because he explained like the guy had like a great quirk and he was bouncing like all the sides like a fucking crackhead. And the other guy was, and there was a girl with a gravity quirk that made the ball float into space. And his mother was like, "That makes sense, yeah." So the fuck that fucking oh, I'm getting a migraine. It's a light migraine, so I'm fine. I'll push through. I can withstand. So this. So with that being said, it continued. It continued on to the next day. I'm not gonna lie. So on the next day, it's the whole like, okay, everyone boot up, suit up, and get your shit together. And yes, he does look like the picture. Like that's his suit because it's easy to move around in. Oh. So, he gets dressed, he's in this suit, and, everyone goes out. He's basically like, okay, so here's teams. These, like, he says, okay, Ochako and, because he knew what happened in the class, Ochako and Young Midoriya, actually, no, I'm going to say Tetsuyu and Young Midoriya versus Bakugo and Iida. And everyone's like, no, not actually, no, I don't want fucking No, I don't want Tetsuya on the team. I'll make it even. I'm gonna say, let's say someone as flexible as him. What's her name? Alien girl. I can never remember her name. Mina. Mina. Yeah, Mina. So Mina and Deku versus Bakugo and Iida. And the match goes as follow because same shit, different day. Uh, 1 second, I have to do something real quick. All right, I am back. Sorry. So I'm gonna start with them entering the building. Now the formula they started at they formed at the start was Mina. I mean, Deku realized how flexible Mina was. He says you're pretty good. You can be pretty good at this, this, and this. And Mina was like, actually, I kind of am. And he was like, okay, that's good. And I suggest you do this. You stay behind while I deal with people like I deal with Bakugo, and you can pseudo help me out with Iida. And she's like, what do you mean by that? I mean, he says, well, here's the thing with Bakugo. I've known him for a long time. He's very headstrong, and he will rush straight into shit. And we hear him yelling like coming down 10 flights, Deku, and he's like, see. So leave him to me. He won't be standing for long, and we can both rush up to Iida before Bakugo wakes back up. And she says, "Okay, I'm gonna hide," and she hides behind the door, and Bakugo's coming around the corner, and a fight ensues. Now, before the people will say like, "How's this fight gonna go?" Deku is using One for All, but he's not using it like he's using it shoot style. So he's like it's all across his body, but he's not using it completely like shoot style. So he's basically like sending pseudo. I mean, he's deflecting and he's hitting Bakugo. Like he's hitting him in spots where Bakugo's like fuck, and then he's like trying to hit and he's like boop. So I'm gonna say Deku hits like as soon as Bakugo goes in for like a long hook, Deku ducks and like hits him with a left hook in the stomach, and then right hook to the face, hitting him into a wall, and then just fucking. The only way to describe it is Liu Kang freaking like millions of punches to the chest, and then as soon as that was done, he pulled a 1-inch punch and punched him through the wall and into the wall behind him, into the wall behind it, knocking his ass out. And Mina basically comes out the hole in the wall. She's like, "Huh? Actually, I didn't think that was gonna go that smoothly." He was like, "Yeah, let's go." And they basically rush up to Iida. Now Iida's doing the villain monologue, and him and Deku and him basically run up and just start scrapping. And what I mean by that is Iida's throwing kicks, and Deku's basically just like dodging and deflecting them, and keeping Iida's attention as him and Iida swap hands. And the only thing that happened is like when what's his name? Mina tried to sneak around and get the bomb. Iida would see that and hurry up, grab Mina and get her out the room and lock the door. So Mina would have to secrete the door from the outside. And Deku's like, huh, actually I didn't expect that to happen. So yeah, I guess we're fighting now. And Ida's like, we're fighting. He says, no, I was defending. You were attacking. There's a difference. And one sec actually. So yeah, fight ensues. Now in this fight, we're seeing the clash of two people, aka Deku is mopping the floor with Iida. He said he was on the defensive. Oh boy, he was on the defensive. This boy is throwing straights from fucking hell. It feels like at Iida, and Iida's trying to box him back, and Bako's just hitting him with the fucking hit combos. If you don't know what hit does, this boy takes boxing classes. Hits basically he dodges and just boop boop and just like sends a whole shockwave through his shit. He's like fuck, and then he stumbles back, gets his how freaking AI how it crosses people, and he like has his hand on the ground. Deku sees that and just boop 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 like stomach. He hits him like with his right hand and downwards, stomach, chest, head, and just puts him in the ground. And then Iida is like sees this. He sees Deku jump up and almost put him through the fucking floor, but Iida rolls out the way. Luckily, Iida's just he coughs up a little bit of blood. He's like, "What the fuck? I can't hit this guy." And Deku basically runs over and just kicks the fuck out of him in the face, almost knocking him out. Iida's just like there thinking about his life choices as his eyes are swirly. He's sitting here like, "Fuck, what did I do to get here?" And then, Iida basically says, I'm not out yet. And basically plants his foot in the ground and uses like his engine and basically does a sweep, which catches Deku by surprise. But Deku isn't, new to this. As soon as he does that, Deku makes his back hit the ground and and before he can, kick Deku again, Deku does a pop up and punches the shit out of Iida into the wall, knocking his ass clean the fuck out. And that's how it goes. Mina basically secreted the door, and she's like, what was all that? And then she sees the crater and sees Iida in the wall, and she's like, I kind of expected that. I really should have expected that. And, that's how the day ends, with Mina and Deku basically securing the bomb, Deku securing the win in fashionable ways. I like the Iida fight, basically. So, nothing else really happened besides Deku goes back with Mina, and they basically they do a double high five, and he's like, "You did good," even though even though like the strategy failed, you actually did pretty good. I like how you tried to secrete the door instead of just using blunt force and trying to open it. And Mina's like, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, instead of unlocking the door, I decided, to melt it and to give you more time because, it kind of seemed like you could handle Iida. And he said, I could, and I'm kind of glad you gave me that chance. So that's how the day ends with him. He goes back to All Might. They did the whole thing, and people think, oh, and Todoroki still does the thing like they have to be father and son, and everyone says no, they can't be, and same shit as canon, same bullshit, and that's the end of the day. That's the day for you. So I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Oh wait, that's the candle. Okay, I thought I was choking on smoke again. And yeah, I'm gonna end it there before people start asking questions. So yeah, that's the end of it. Thank you for coming by if you watched. That was the second video for the day. I know, I caught a lot of y'all surprised. King did 2 videos today? What? King never does 2 videos in a day. I know, right? And 2 15-minute videos at that, because I told you, If I do videos, and that's 2 a day, it's 15 minutes. So yeah, I gave y'all what y'all wanted. I mean, what I wanted to do. So, and I'm gonna enjoy my day as much as possible because I know shit's gonna hit the fan again. And if you don't hear from me by tomorrow, shit hit the fan really bad. If shit hits the fan, I'm gonna be quiet for a day and just suck it up. I ain't gonna take it like a bitch. I'm gonna take it like a man and stand on my feet and keep going. If it's too much, I'm gonna legit not say shit for the day. So yeah, peace.